All right, so Toke Makinwa is a Nigerian radio personality, television host, vlogger, and best-selling author. She is known for her YouTube vlog series, Toke Moments.
She recently made her debut in Nollywood with the movie Market Must Sell. How you doing, Toke?
Hello, hi guys, how are you?
It's so good to have you join us this morning.
I know, it's very bright and early.
You must be used to waking up early, so
yes,
we didn't quite drag you out of bed.
I know. The ride here was quite long, so I could even catch it. You know, just close my eyes snooze a little bit. But this is such an amazing show. Just watching it out there, it looks so good on television, and the colors you guys chose to wear, amazing.
Thank you.
We dressed up for you this morning.
Honestly, we did.
And I had to just walk into my dress because I woke up quite later than I expected, so I had to walk into the closet and just grab the first thing that you see. So I saw this. I was like,
wait, this is the first thing you saw.
She
really?
walked into the closet.
Yeah.
You didn't hear that part.
You didn't say you opened it. You walked in. So yeah.
Well, I kind of like space. I kind of like,
You're always well put together.
Thank you.
It's one of the reasons why you've become such a fashion icon.
Thank you.
Do you think it's put a lot of pressure on you?
I really don't think about it like that because I like to have fun with how I look. So I'm not always dolled out. So if you see me during the week...
Are you sure about that?
The radio station, sometimes...
You're literally Nigeria's Barbie. Are you kidding?
I mean, I'm very vain and I like to celebrate the fact that I am. So before you call me out on it, I'm one of those people who would have a pimple and get on my knees and pray that, Lord Jesus,
take this pimple away.
Let this pimple just go away. So, you know, some days I feel most comfortable in a pair of jeans and flats and trainers. So it's just about feeling comfort for me is the most fashionable thing as far as I'm concerned. Comfort, you know, chic, and then just having fun with it. So when you have fun with it, it's lack of, you know, pressure.
Are you sure? You know, there are a lot of your fans that are going the extra mile to, you know, they look up to you and they're like, okay, I have to make sure this matches, this looks good, you know, I have to take my pictures better, you know, I have to speak better.
Yeah, but the thing is, images are everything, and I'm happy that people are beginning to take, you know, take a closer look to just posting pictures on Instagram. People are paid to be on Instagram. People get money from just having an active community, which is, you know, building a following that people are actually interested in, and people would actually see what you wear. I think I would really like to wear that. You know, just as long as we don't go broke trying to look rich. So I try to, you know, I'm the girl who would throw on, you know, a top that is not that expensive or wear a pair of shoes. It's not about the expensive or the price per se. It's about having fun with it, you know. So even when you're cheap and cheerful, you can have fun with colors. And just make it look good.
Yeah, so talking about following, I mean, you have a massive social media following, obviously.
Thank you.
And I mean, in the last 1 year or so, we now have like parody accounts and others who are like Toke Makinwa fans.
There's one that is
with thousands and thousands of followers.
There's one that is Toke Makinwa Addict. I absolutely love the young lady behind it. She has pictures that I didn't even know I had. So sometimes I'm stealing photos from the account, and I'm sure she's most certainly watching right now.
And she usually is the first person to post once you post because she's crazy. Like even if you post at midnight. I don't know.
It's so weird.
It's the weirdest thing.
It just makes me feel really humbled and blessed and thankful to, you know, to sort of have that sort of impact. And it makes you realize that the platform is much bigger than you are. You know, if I even started this just for the fun of it, it's taking its own life. And you now know how, you know, it's a lot of responsibility. So that is the pressure, not the fashion side. But just, you know, having to have people realize that you're human as well. And you're going through life, you're going to make mistakes. And I'm owning up to my mistakes and leaving it and loving it. So I have this new phrase called glow through what you go through, which is basically wherever you find yourself, just keep doing you and make sure that you don't lose the essence of who you are.
Amazing, amazing. I wanted to go into Nollywood though. You know, Nollywood is a new thing. Well, we're connecting with you now. But then, well, amazingly, I saw a comment like, what is she doing in Nollywood? Why is she going into Nollywood now? Doesn't she have enough? Have you ever had to address issues like that? Does Bill Gates have enough?
Really? We can't. I mean, I would like to say this year has been one of the busiest years that I've had in a while, and it hasn't always happened for me this way. So I'm basking in all of it, and there are many doors that have opened. And you know, being in a movie has been one of my it's one of my dreams. I remember when I started out in this industry, you know, you'd have auditions here and there for TV presenting, for movie roles as well. And I've been to a couple where I was turned down flat, you know. And, you know, I guess when God says it's your time and when he says he's ready for you, your mind has to be ready as well. So I'm very thankful that, you know, through the wilderness and through the years I've grown in my craft. So when it came, and it came in this magnitude, because I'm playing a lead character, you know, the no's I got in the past, it was so totally worth it. It was totally worth it. So I'm excited about Nollywood. I'm excited about this particular film.
Okay, what's the name of the movie?
It's called Markets.
Market.
MMS.
So you have to always sell your markets. You're selling markets. And you know the weirdest thing, I got a text from the director, Don, if you're watching, hi. And it sort of made me shed a tear because I went into this hungry. I wanted to learn. So I was the girl who would arrive on time. I didn't want to be treated any differently. I was the girl who just wanted to soak in all of that experience. So hearing him say my work ethic was really fantastic and working with me was fun. And he's, you know, quite up there. He's one of the directors of The Wedding Party as well. So that made me feel like, yes, maybe this is, you know, A for efforts. But it was really nice. Working with Chigo was amazing. And Charles, Mr. he's what you see is what you get. Absolutely. You know, he's absolutely amazing as well.
It seems like we have a clip or two that we need to play. I think it's of one of your vlog messages.
Okay.
Let's see.
Before the end of this video, you will be cooked and ready. The next man you meet will be your husband, because I said so. First tip, you have to make a choose. You see, you either choose to follow your career or you choose to get married. You cannot do the two at the same time. It cannot work. They believe that when a woman is career-driven, she's a threat to men. Men will not approach you. So therefore, you are pushing 45, if not 50, and you are single. Forget career. Career, at least I've tried. I went to school, I went to university, I have the degree. Let me focus on getting married. Career not gonna keep the night warm with you in it when you're 40.
I don't know who that
you have to
is.
respond
You don't
to
know,
that.
you have to.
I don't know who that person is. Something happened. You know?
Like, I was going to ask, because just before we played the video, I was going to ask about, it seems sometimes like you have like different personalities.
Yes.
So you have the vlogging Toke, and then you have the Toke on radio who's always fighting with Nanya.
Yes.
And then you have, you know, the Toke on Instagram who's always on fleek.
Yes.
So how do you separate these things, or they just come on you like that?
I think they're just entwined in this bubble, you know. Sometimes you never know what you get, you know. So for me, I don't think they're that different per se. I just think it's in there. And, you know, my vlog is
it's crazy.
It's crazy. You know, I'm telling like it is. Literally the conversations. And it's so weird how we live in a very pretentious society. People act like we don't talk about these things, but we do. So we talk about these things with our best friends, with our family members. When you're at home with your friends alone and the doors are closed and no one is there and the phone is not on, we say the most absurd things ever. We talk about, oh, I've been working since I know man. You know, you have those aunties that are quick to remind you you're chasing career. When you're chasing career, you do not know that, you know, you're supposed to settle down. So it's a kind of like, sometimes we use satire, sometimes it's sarcasm, sometimes it's basically just how I feel. And you know, the salon is like the fastest place to hear gossip, you know, and the fastest place
even
to
in
hear
our
stories.
makeup room here.
Yeah.
So each time I'm at the salon, I hear different things. You know, it's either, you know, people are talking about a relationship or friendship, or so it just always inspires me to make a video about it and let people know that that which you're talking about, those thoughts you have, you're not alone, darling. It all happens to everyone.
All right then. So not all the vlogging is based on experience.
Not every, I mean, I've always had people ask me questions like, you know, your vlog, is it about what you're going through at that time? And, you know, people have said absolutely crazy things about it because they think, oh, there you were advising people about relationships, but your house was on fire. And I, you know, yeah, I would give relationship advice because everyone has a thing or two to say about relationships, because when you sit with your friends, you know, we all don't have perfect lives. Doesn't mean that my life is what I'm talking about. It could basically be something someone said to me. It could be something I'm going through. It could be something that has happened to someone I know. So it was never really about me. Per se. You know, it's just me saying those things that...
So you're representing someone or stories that you've heard?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. I mean, sometimes it's something that might have happened to you a long time ago. You know, you went on that one date, the guy walked out on you. You know, that experience, you share it on the vlog. Or
I don't know what you're talking about. It's never happened to me.
Yeah, we can all say that. You know what I mean? Or you found out he was dating 2 other chicks and you had no idea. You know, someone who is going through something, you know, as long as it's just very conversational. And And then the weirdest part, when you see a group of guys and they haven't seen each other in years, I always say this example. The first thing they'll talk about is, hey, my guy, how are you? How's work? They'll talk about sports. They'll talk about the weather. Even before they now say, you don't marry. It's like the last thing they ask. But we women, we're so into our business. If I run into you, also, I asked you for the kids already. How are the kids? How's Oscar? You know what I mean? Because that's how we are. So it's basically talking about things that we like to talk about, even when we act like we don't.
All right. So I know there's been a little bit of a twist. Before we move to the kitchen, you've started giving back. I don't know if you heard about what she's doing.
The work, you were talking about the fact that lots of people reach out to you talking about they want to pay their school fees, they want to do business.
Just sitting here, actually, someone, and we found out that the account was fake, and it really broke my heart because I realized that there's so many people out there who genuinely need. You know, so I guess I probably just have to be a little bit more careful. And
other than, of course, you talked about the fact that you want to start a project where you're actually giving back.
It's actually, it started already. It's called On Becoming Empowered, and, you know, we've had a tremendous year with the book and touring and just meeting people and hearing their stories. I think that was my biggest blessing and lesson. People will think that we have these book tours because I just want to have people come in to hear me speak, but it's always a twist because just hearing people talk about themselves and sharing where they are, you know, in life right now just blessed me tremendously. So I was on a flight from Houston to New York when I was talking to I'm a Jesus girl, by the way, so I always put that out.
Of course.
And, you know, I was having a conversation because I feel like I talk to God the most when I'm really, there's something that being in the sky does to you. It just draws you closer to nature. And I heard the Spirit say to me, you know, unbecoming really means a work in progress. You are, you know, a work in progress. And when you think you've become that which you're meant to become, there's some room to become some more. So for me, I started to, you know, fuse with the fact, what can I do? It's been such a blessed year. How can I impact people's lives? And then it came to me, you know, why don't you just start this grant where it's supposed to help people who are in businesses, people who have started, people who have ideas, whatever it is, just do a 1-minute video, upload it on Instagram and tag us on Becoming Empowered and let us know so we can reach out to you and, you know, help out.
I have a feeling people are already hitting your Instagram right now to find out more. We need to move to the kitchen now, though.
Let's find out what's,
what do you guys have?
what they've been up to.
Speaking of On Becoming, the book, an amazing expose. Let me put it that way. That's the word. But it was about letting people into your world that little bit more. Was that a lot of pressure?
Of course. Before the book came out, I was so nervous because it's never been done in Africa. We don't have people write, you know, it's not a tell-all, it's a must-tell. And I feel like we go through certain things not for ourselves, and we now need to begin to tell our stories as Africans so that the world wouldn't tell it for us, you know. And people think that a sign of strength is when you, I mean, for many years, you see photographs of a strong woman, especially a black strong woman, and it has to be with her carrying 2 baskets, backing 3 children, having 1 on her head, and they tell you that that is the sign of strength. But I feel like being vulnerable is also, smells really delicious.
Oh, dear me.
It's a sign of strength as well.
Okay, thank you, Tuke. The food has just blown
so
my
Beyonce
mind.
in a nutshell, quickly tell us what went into this.
So this is mashed beans and seafood pepper sauce. So we cook beans till it's very soft. You probably could mash it if you want, and pound it. Then with the pepper sauce, palm oil, vegetable oil, tomatoes, onions, habanero, smoked fish and shrimps, and a little bit of seasoning. Adjust it to what you want.
Nice.
So Toke, tell us what do you think?
It looks like a wagon.
Yes. Thank you. Someone agrees with me.
Yes,
I love the wagon.
I know.
Hi, Beyonce. How are you? Nice to see you. It smells really good.
Go ahead.
All right, so we're going to say a huge thank you to all our guests for joining us today.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. Yes, go ahead, please. Thank you to Payport Food Stores for the groceries, Homely NG for the kitchen accessories, and of course, Fola's Place for styling my hair. A big shout out to Deborah's Grace for this dress. Thank you so much, darling.
All right, so it's been a great show today, and we've still got the sophisticated.
Thank you guys for having me. This is the favorite part of this show.
Yeah, right. I know.
All right,
and a big thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Olawale,
yes,
who joined us earlier on.
Yes.
We'll see you tomorrow on Wake Up Nigeria, bright and early at 7 a.m.
Have a dynamite day. Bye.